Hello, everybody.
Court will call the case of the state of Michigan versus Parika Evans, case number 20 FB 1443.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Hey, Your Honor.
Hello, please state your name.
Rika Evans.
Hello, Miss Evans.
Hi.
My report from November 5th says that you haven't made any payments yet. What's going on?
Yeah, a lot has happened since I've been in court. I've moved and a whole bunch of family issues been going on, so I haven't been able to make a payment. But I do anticipate on making a payment in the next couple weeks. Not the whole thing. Just trying to deal with everything that's going on right now.
Miss Salich. I'm sorry, Miss Evans. I'm gonna schedule you to come in person.
Okay.
December 10th, 2024 at 11
How much
a.m.
more do I owe?
$387.
Okay.
That'll be
All right.
for proceeding to show why you shouldn't be held in contempt for failure to pay your tickets. Okay?
Okay, I mean, I can show documentation of why with everything that's going on, but I mean, I didn't expect to have to move so suddenly, so
We'll see what happens then on that date. Okay, ma'am?
okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Michigan versus Portia Elledge, case number 23 FB 1101, as well as 20 W 003404.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Matthew Mansour, Assistant Public Defender, with and on behalf of Miss Portia Elledge. Portia, can you state your name for the record, please?
Portia Elledge.
All right, Ms. Elledge. So you're here for a violation of probation and a show cause.
Yes, ma'am. Can I speak to my lawyer before we proceed, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll pass that. What will we call the Portia Elledge matters? 23 FB 1101 and 20 W 003404.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
And Matthew Mansour, Assistant Public Defender, with and on behalf of Miss Elledge. Portia, can you state your name one more time, please?
Portia Elledge.
Thank you. Your Honor, thanks for that opportunity to get into a breakout room with Miss Elledge. Can I ask to approach, please?
You may.
Thank you. And if we could have Miss Johnson, too.
Thank you.
This is crazy. This don't make no sense. I need to get it together. This don't make no sense. Keep coming with my family stuff. This is everything. I need my life to change immediately. This ain't no sense. I need to change my life immediately. This is crazy. I need to do something because this don't make no sense. This is crazy. Keep coming and get locked up. I'm not no jailbird, and I'm acting like one of them. Keep coming back to jail like this. This don't make no sense. I just keep coming back to it. Keep coming back. This don't make no sense. This is my like fourth time in 1 year. Look, I'll go back to Detroit. This is not for me. It's do too much. I'm doing too much. Smoking shit. Who the fuck smoke crack, man? I don't know why I'm smoking. Like, this is crazy. This don't make no sense. For real. This don't make no sense. This is crazy. I've got to be more careful. This is crazy. This don't make no sense. Child. This don't send me to prison. Send me to treatment. Boy, this is almost. And they got it from YouTube. This is great. I'm saying here. Nice for this. No, I'm just stretching. My legs hurt.
All right, we're back on the record in the case of the state of Michigan versus Portia Ellich, both cases. At this time, it's my understanding that there are new charges that have arisen from an October 19th event. Is that correct, Mr. Johnson?
October 16th, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to adjourn this matter for 1 week. We will be having a new complaint for violations of probation. For those new charges as well, we can address all of the charges on that particular date of November 19th for the violation of probations.
Oh, hell. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not gonna do that, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus. That's
We'll see you
Portia,
on the
Portia, I'll talk to you, okay? Thank you.
whoo, that is
We'll talk about it.
that's some bullshit. Oh,
I'm
man, that's-
sorry, you curse one more time, ma'am, and I'm gonna have to find you in contempt, and then you'll get time on top of what you're doing right now.
Okay,
Okay.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. That's crazy.
Your Honor, would the court let me get into a breakout room with her?
Yes.
Thank you.
State of Michigan versus Princess Willis, case number 24F00140.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Lieb on behalf of Ms. Willis. Ms. Willis, could you state your name, ma'am?
Princess Zoe Willis.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Willis.
Good morning.
We're here for a pretrial today.
That is correct, Your Honor. We do have an agreement today where Ms. Willis will be pleading. Let me just review my notes for one moment. Will be pleading guilty as charged in exchange for an agreement to no upfront jail, HIDA, and $650 in restitution. Additionally, there would be an agreement to a concurrent sentence in another matter to which that would also be before this court. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I was mixing up cases in my head.
Okay, so I got, because you said it also fast, Mr. Lebo, remember someone has to write down what you're saying.
Apologies.
She's gonna plead guilty as charged, no upfront jail, HIDA. And what else did you say?
$650 in restitution, Your Honor, and then I said some things that I was mixing up with a very similar case.
And Judge, that is correct, as to that plea offer.
All right. Ms. Willis, it's my understanding you're gonna be pleading guilty as charged. That is to larceny by conversion, 200 to 1,000. That is a misdemeanor, carrying a maximum penalty of up to 1 year and or $2,000 fine plus court costs. In exchange, there's agreement that there will be no upfront jail and HIDA, and you must pay $650 in restitution. The court is willing to go along with that agreement. Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. All right. I'm going to go over some rights that you have that you're going to be giving up by entering into this plea. Please stop me if you have any questions or if you feel like you need to speak with your attorney again, okay?
Okay.
The right to have a trial by a jury, at which time you can call witnesses to speak for you. You can get an order signed by this court to require that those witnesses come to court. You have the right to see, hear, and question any and all witnesses that are called against you. You have the right to be a witness for yourself, or you could choose to remain silent. If you chose to remain silent, then the prosecutor could not comment on that. And then, in addition to that, you have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Do you understand all those rights?
Yes.
You understand you're going to be giving up all those rights and there's not going to be a trial of any sort?
Yes.
You hesitated? Are you having thoughts?
A little bit, but I think I understand.
Ms. Willis, would you like to talk to me again?
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'll put you in the breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Court will recall the matter of Princess Willis, case number 24-S00140.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
System plug and Bobby Lebo. Yes, Ms. Willis. Ms. Willis, could you unmute and state your name, ma'am?
Princess Zoe Willis.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Lebo, where are we with this, please?
Your Honor, I did resolve Ms. Willis's questions, and she is prepared to proceed.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Wells, you had already been sworn in, and I'd gone through all of the rights that you had that you were going to be giving up. Do you recall that?
Yes.
All right, and do you also understand that there's no automatic right to appeal this decision? So once you give up all those rights, they're gone, and in all likelihood, this is going to stick with you. Do you understand that part?
Yes.
And if you were on probation, parole, or bond on November 9th of 2023, when this happened, you could be in violation of that probation, parole, or bond. Were you on any of those?
No.
All right. And if you're not a U.S. citizen, you could have immigration consequences. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
All right. To the charge of larceny by conversion, 200 to 1,000, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead guilty other than what we put on the record earlier today?
No.
Anyone threatening you in any way, shape, or form?
No.
So on or about November 9th of 2023, were you at the location of Spinnaker Way here in Ypsilanti Township?
No.
You were not?
No.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't know that this offense involves a specific location.
Okay. Maybe someone else should do the voir dire because all I have is a complaint. And as everyone knows, that's an attorney. I don't get police reports until either
Yep.
there's trial or sentencing. So
Yes, Your Honor. May I voir dire my client?
you may.
Thank you. And if I could just have one moment to pull up the report in front of me just to ensure I get the dates right.
Thank you.
Ms. Willis, in November of 2023, were there some occasions where you had permitted someone else to use your Cash App account and they had given you money in exchange for that?
Yes.
And on those occasions, were you aware that the Cash App account was being used as part of a scheme to defraud others?
No.
You were not aware?
I was aware.
Thank you. And with that scheme, was your understanding that another person was contacting others, and then that money was being transferred at his request to your Cash App?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So a couple of issues I have so far is how do I establish jurisdiction of this court over that matter if you're telling me that it didn't necessarily happen within this particular jurisdiction? The court has to not only establish the offense, which I'm still thinking about whether that's been established, but also establish that this court has jurisdiction over it.
Judge, from what I can tell you, the complainant in this case was contacted. She received a phone call from a number telling her that she was going to receive a loan if she sent money for a deposit. That complainant does live in Ypsilanti Township. Or I'm sorry, yes, the complainant does live in Ypsilanti Township, which is, you know, since it happened over the phone, that's where the fraud happened. She was told to cash at $650 and she would receive a loan. She did cash out the money to the defendant, Miss Willis's phone, and her Cash App account, believing that she was going to receive some sort of a loan from the defendant. The Cash App that was used came back to the defendant, Princess Zoe Willis, which is in fact this defendant, where the money was sent. And then she just admitted that she knew that her Cash App was being used fraudulently in some sort of scheme. So I don't know if that clarifies the facts a little bit better for you, Judge.
So I do have one question for you, Ms. Willis. Did you receive a benefit for using, were you gonna get some money for this particular service? For the use of your Cash App?
Yes.
I find that there's a factual basis for the, and Mr. Lebo, you stipulate that the complainant who's Miss Jackson, that she does reside at that particular address here in Ypsilanti Township.
Yes, Your Honor, and that would be on Spinnaker Way.
All right, thank you. All right, I find that there's a factual basis for the plea that's been willingly and knowingly made. Before I accept it, Miss Willis had her hand raised. Ma'am, what would you like to say or ask?
I would like to say I knew of the fact, like, they wanted to use my Cash App, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. That's the thing. Like, I knew they was using my Cash App, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. And then the fact that it closed like months afterwards, I was kind of lost in the fact that it was happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I would have knew exactly what was going on, I would not have, went along with it. I just thought it was okay for them to use it. I wasn't sure, but then they said they'll spot me. I'm like, okay, like, okay, I thought it's okay. I'm sorry. Y'all continue. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think that anything she said changes the fact that she knew that her Cash App account was being used to get money from other individuals and that she was going to get a benefit from that. It is pretty clear that if that's happening, that people are probably being defrauded. People aren't just gonna willingly give money to anybody. So, I'll accept that plea. Are you satisfied, Ms. Woods?
Yes, Judge. I mean, clearly she aided and abetted people.
One second.
She aided and abetted.
Ms. Woods, did you hear me?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Testing. We're back up, Your Honor. I apologize.
All right, you may continue now, Ms. Woods.
I was just going to say, Judge, yes, I'm satisfied with the factual basis as well. I think even the statements that she made show that she aided and abetted in this crime and allowing these crimes to happen, Judge.
Thank you. Mr.
And
Lebo.
defense legal status, Fair, I do want to note for the record that I did prior to today have some extensive conversations with Ms. Wells to confirm that this is her desired course of action.
Thank you. All right, sentencing in this matter will be on December 12th, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Ma'am, I'm going to give you the phone number for the probation department. I'm going to give it to everyone else at the same time. Everyone should write the phone number down. And if I ask you if you have it, when I get to you, you should be able to tell me yes. Do you have a pen, Ms. Willis, to write the number down?
Wait. Wait. Okay. Oh my God. What's gonna happen?
Your Honor, could I have a brief break room with Ms. Willis, and I can provide her the number as well.
I'm going to give her the phone number, and then you can have your breakout room and talk to her.
Thank you.
Ma'am, please write down this phone number. Actually, I'm just going to let your attorney give it to you. I'll put you in a breakout room with your client.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.